And here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to Money Farming YouTube channel. So in this today's video of market update and live trading, I want to talk about first the analysis that we did before yesterday was this was distribution structure that we anticipated yesterday. You see, on 1 minute we did that, and you see buying climax, automatic reaction, sign of weakness, breaking down action, right, and another sign of weakness, right, and then you're breaking down, and it just kept repeating, you see, again and again, here, here. So it basically never went out of the structure. Here it did went up out of the structure, and it was actually your last point of supply. If you get the midpoint of that, you will see that the market actually took last point of supply there. So LPSY. All right. Why does it have a background? 2018. Yeah, okay. LPSY. And then, it came down here, right? If you want to get a target, like you can actually get the uh, extension of it, and you'll see the target got hit here. The market reversed from there, right? So basically, that's what happened. So let's now move on to the today's session, what's going on there, and then we can analyze it. So 5, 15, 1 hour. Okay. So let's do it on 1 minute first. What we see, this huge volume surge, you see, this was your biggest rally. So basically, we can mark it as this was your selling climax. This was your automatic reaction rally, right? So I do that, hit my selling climax, right? And then my automatic rally, where is it? Automatic rally. All right, let me just type it there. AR, and then this was your like secondary test. So secondary test, and then selling climax, automatic rally, secondary test, and this was your like up thrust kind of action, or like LPSY, last point of supply, right? So basically we came down here, we made kind of spring kind of structure, springs, okay, and then this was your test of spring here, right? And then up it goes. I'll take the midpoint of this, and you'll see the market gets rejected from there, right? So what I'm anticipating right now here is um, if it can go up, then it will come down around here, and then again it's gonna you know take a test of that. So this would be one possibility that happens, but as we know, the market is in downtrend already. So like if I go to 4-hour chart, I'll show you. So market came down like this much, right? And it tried to bounce up from there. It can't. It is very hard to go below this. The market is oscillating. So that very well can be like, an accumulation structure, right? This very well can be an accumulation structure. We'll only get to know if it's an accumulation structure after a spring formation. We will see this like sign of strength, and then backing up action, and then like another major sign of strength, and then we will like move upside like that. Okay, so let's go on to the 5 minutes and analyze it further, what's going on here. well, we are making lower high, lower lows. The 5 minutes was also the same. We had this like huge down movement. The first structure was around here. See, this was your breaking down action, like boom, and then it just was trading around here. So this could be another structure that was forming. So let me just clear it out. Um, and then here, so selling climax, automatic rally, and you see the upthrust, and it didn't make spring. Like, you can also actually say the spring kind of structure, but like we didn't saw that strength there, right? So basically it was just going down, making lower highs, lower lows, and here we went. And if we go and look at the target of this, we see that the target was reached there. I can actually extend it to there as well, and you'll see this was the bottom point, and market is still oscillating around here. Now there's another structure formed there, like this could, you can say it's a spring, but this new another structure is forming. I'm just gonna plot it there, and that's where we're gonna take a trade. Um, selling climax, automatic rally, right? So let me just label that selling climax, then automatic rally, upthrust action, and this was your um, test of that. Hmm. All right, so test of upthrust, and then like we made lower highs, lower lows. So it's basically LPSY, you know, LPSY. Now this could be forming spring there, but like let's see, um, it could very well come down around here and like take a test of it and then go up like that. And the short term perspective would be it just makes lower highs, lower lows, and where we will be entering for the short term perspective is like on the breakdown for taking short trade, right? So that's your short side, that's your long side analysis. Okay, so if we come around here, this will be my sign of weakness, right? And this will be my breaking down action. Okay, there's gonna be huge move coming downwards. If it's a distribution structure, like I can run a Fibonacci extension from here to here, and what we see, like we still have the potential of like 3% down, like coming to the upside, we can also run some extension upside. So from up to top to bottom, what we'll see is um, that's your upside potential, which is like 2700. So we'll see what happens, and like accordingly we'll take a trade if our if our analysis confirms, and it comes dips down below again, which it did here, by the way, like very shortly. So the next trade setup would be to basically, you know Uh, let me do it again. So here, if this is a spring, then what I'm anticipating, it could come down around here. That's gonna be test of the spring, and then again it's LPS, and then like on the breakout, that will be your wave five completion. So this is my wave one, right? Wave two will be around here, wave three, wave four, around there, and wave five. So that's the logic there. Okay. And we'll see what happens. Otherwise, what's happening here, I can see is we are making lower high, lower lows, right? So breakdown of the structure, pullback, and then boom. So that's the analysis there. Let's look at the 15 minutes, what's going on 15 minutes. I'll just clean the chart there. Okay, so this was your 15-minute structure. So buying, selling climax, automatic rally, right? So I'll just do selling climax and then automatic rally, right? Secondary test there. Okay. Um, this was your another test of it. So this is your phase A complete here. Um, phase A complete. Let me write that down there. Um, phase A, right? Now we are into phase B where we be building cause, so like sideways and stuff, and that's what actually market is doing, just going sideways, So basically, well, it is an up wave, right? So it took support from here and then it's going up. So there's still like $30 change that could happen, but we have to cross this trend line. Um, you see, let me go to the line chart. We see this, and then we see this, right? This market is around there, and if we also plot, if we just like take the parallel line of it and put it here, you'll see um, market took support from there, right? So as we are going up, we will see some pullback around here on the breakout of this trend line, which is what happening, and then I'll take a trade there for upside movement. If it's not, it's gonna take resistance from here already. Okay, and make lower high, lower low. Okay, this could be like around. Okay, yeah. So that's on the 15 minutes. This could be your like spring kind of structure. Okay. Did I do it on 5 minutes? Let me just write it there in 5 minutes. Well, let me first draw the trend line. I actually seen trend line working really well on the closing, so I just use closing price to draw the trend line, right? I mean, I can use this, that as well, and let me see. Yeah, okay. So see, it forms resistance there. So there's still going there. So I think it's gonna found another resistance there. RSI is going to 60, so we are on that level already. Um, so let me actually grab this one and draw parallel to it. You see, and what you see here, you found support, resistance. It was just bouncing, going sideways. So definitely, and a structure is forming here. Um, I think it's a distribution structure because we are seeing this lower high, lower lows, and you can see the candle on the downside is way much bigger than the candle on the upside. Um, yeah, and the RSI range is also shifted to see 60-20, right? 60-20. So that's your bearish structure, okay? Um, yeah. So if it market actually bounces from here, it's gonna make another LPSY, okay? And the market will go down because we are already on a downtrend. So that's 5 minutes. Let's do it on 1 hour. What's going on in 1 hour? Well, we are selling climax automatic rally, secondary test, sign of strength, backing up action. We took that trade there, and then from here, market just went down. So there's new structure forming. This was the biggest down wave on this one. So I'll just remove this one, and you'll see, okay, after target getting hit, we are forming this structure of this. So this is my uh, this is my buying climax, right? This is my automatic reaction, and now this is your secondary test. So if I get the midpoint of that, and we see it's making lower high, and it's actually back to the AR automatic rally, right? This area. So basically, that's where it's bouncing off. So we are finding support there, but so this distribution structure, this accumulation structure is are are coinciding. So we'll further see, like, what's the development of holes, because this month is ending as well. So if you go to the monthly here, you see that the month is ending on Ethereum, so it will actually retrace back a bit and then go to the you know upside. But what we see on the weekly, it's that it's like near really good resistance there. You see it spiked up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's finding a lot of resistance there at 2700, right? And once we cross past that, then the next target is this, which is your 3870 level, right? Now, um, well, if we go to the daily, what we see here, there is some sort of structure is forming, which was like what we saw in like 1 hour time frame, right? The distribution structure, and that's what we are seeing here. So if it continues, well, on the Bitcoin, you can see the down wave has already started, right? So the pullback is almost like 33, 38%, or it can be 50% retracement, okay? You see, up to your 98,000 level, or it can come to 93,000 level, okay? So we'll see what happens, because after this big move, that's your wave one, by the way, because for this one, it has already completed, right? So wave one, two, three, four. Okay, so this was your fifth wave. All right. So there's gonna be some downside moment, or if it is um so basically on the weekly chart, if you go see, this was one, two, three, four, fifth wave, right? Now this is another start of this like upside move, and that's what we see on the monthly chart, basically, that this is the third wave three of the progression. So basically this is your first wave, second wave, third wave is still going on, fourth wave will come next year or something, and then fifth wave will already finally go up to the 150,000 or 200,000 even. Okay. To see guys, like I'll actually run some Fibonacci extension from here. Okay. And you see we already reached the target there, right? Already reached the target. We are making double bottom there. So there could be a downside movement next month, and then we'll finally go to the, you know, um then we like, come down. Actually, there's divergence there as well. So this fifth wave can progress, even further, which is the part of the third wave. So fifth wave is also an impulse wave. So one, two, three, four, five, something. We'll see what happens, and yeah. So basically here, what we are seeing, it's making new high, and the RSI is making new low. I mean, like lower high. So that's your divergence there, right? And it is a very bearish moment. So yeah, let me clean that up. And what we see on Ethereum chart, 4 hour, 4 hour there, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours. Sorry, this is 4 hour chart. So I'll clean all this like time stamp first. All right. So this is your basically upthrust action. Okay. And it's still coming down. So we'll see what happens there. It didn't cross above. So basically your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from 1 hour, it already got completed. The wave. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We came down. So we're forming new structure here. And that's actually a distribution structure that's been going on the 4 hour time frame, the structure. And this could be accumulation as well, just we just don't know it yet. But what we do know is that like it's gonna come to test this area. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna form another spring and then bounce back up. Otherwise it's just gonna take LPS from here, last point of supply support, and just bounce back from there. So we'll see what happens. Right now it's finding support there, so we'll see. Okay. Let me go and like see if there's some trades forming or not. So it went up and see it found resistance there, right there, right? So I'm gonna short it. I'm gonna sell two contract, no, 5 contract of Ethereum, and then all right, sell it. I'll put my stop loss above that. Okay, or above that, which is $100 loss for how much profit? Well, first target is this, so I'm gonna at least make it 1:2. We like, I mean, the target is around here. See, this is my target, 2524. So it's basically 1:3, 1:4 trade. Yeah, 1:4 trade, and this is how it's gonna play out. So we'll see what happens. Sign of weakness, breaking down action on this, and then my target is gonna hit here. Okay, so we'll see. All right, so market is moving in our direction. It's going down, and yesterday actually, guys, I closed a couple of trades, and covered the losses there. See these 4 trades I took. It did cover some of the losses that I had here. So Um, Let me go and check. Yeah, these were the trades, and I took some couple of trades and I exited them very quickly because the market wasn't like looking right to me that time, you know. So we'll see what happens here. We are bearish here, so let's see. I'm gonna actually type here. Ethereum looks bearish. Ethereum bearish. BTC bearish. Okay, so let's see. I'll do some short there. I opened it here. Put my stop loss there. Okay, and then my take profit is here. So it's basically your 1:2, 1:3.44. Stop loss is around there, and this is my stop loss. Okay, so what 3.29, 1.3.29. Okay, so let's see. This was on 15 minutes, and in 1 hour, if you see, that's the downward that's going on here. 4 hours is still the downward is continuing, you know. So there is some spike around here, and if you see where it's bouncing off is 0.618. Yeah, 0.68 retracement. So the market will find resistance around 50%, you know, and it will come down. Otherwise, it's going to find support and then go up. So we'll see what happens. All right, the strength is coming in the market, but the volume is not that good. So let's see. If it breaks this trend line, you know, I'm gonna get entered in the pullback. Market is very bearish today. Understandably because you know, in the daily time frame, the up wave is completed. Okay, and the market is going down. This was your initialization of that downward movement, right? So if we take it as like first one, two, third wave will be this, fourth wave will be like this, fifth wave will be down, you know. So it's basically one, two, three, four, five around there, and that five wave will be the midpoint of either it's 0.38%, 38% retracement. To see either it could very well like be this, you know, or there will be a larger formation of this wave on this down wave, of course, where we'll have this like one, two, three, four, five will be around 0.618. Okay, so that's the progression of the wave. Let's see what happens, and we'll act accordingly then. Or did it hit our stop loss? No, no. Not yet, but it was very bullish, this candle. Volume is not there yet, but yeah, we are at critical resistance point, so that's why we're gonna see some some action there. See, boom, that's the action I'm talking about. Like, it just dropped down in a second, like $4 or something. Okay, so let's continue monitoring. And RSI is also at like 60 level. Okay, so keep that in mind. We are in bearish range for a long time. You see, from here we dropped from 80, that from 80 dropped to like 60-20 range. This was your 60-20 range, right? That's very bearish. Okay, that's bearish. All right. And if you come around here, this was your bullish environment, and it was actually moment the ship the trade range was 80-20, 80-40. See, so here I'll do this range analysis. What you see is this was the range, and it was your bullish range, right? Every time market came back to 40, it bounced up, right? 20 is even better. 20 is great support there in RSI, and 60 is great resistance in RSI. So let's see what's going on daily time frame. Let's check it out. uh, yeah, Ethereum is forming some sort of like structure, like wave 4 kind of structure. If this is your wave 1, 2, 3, 4, there still could be like fifth wave in Ethereum. So we'll see what happens there. Today is like news release date. It already got released. Okay. Okay, it's going bullish, guys. So like we might have to take long trade there till this point. After this candle, yeah, if I get a down candle, then I'm gonna take a trade because this is a breakout. So what we see after breakout is a pullback and then goes up, right? So that's the analysis, right? And how far it will go? Well, for that we can do some Fibonacci extension. Uh, this there. So yeah, it is going up. It's a really good breakout actually. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out on this trade. Fear of missing out. All right, let's see what happens. 4 hour. Yeah, it's still reacting here. Okay, 30 minutes left on 4 hour. That's why it's reacting this much. Five minutes. The breakout is good, successful. Now we'll pull back, and then on the 30 minutes, uh, 30 minutes candle gets closed like right now, and we'll actually go to 60 RSI 60, and that's where like our resistance will come. So yeah, looks very bullish to me, to be honest. I'm actually considering taking trade there, but I want to wait for the pullback, you know, be disciplined. This trade would be could be like, FOMO trade. I mean, it could very well come down, like, you have seen this like resistance following there, but this is the first time it broke above and it's trading above, right? So if it still trades above, I'm gonna take a trade there, okay? Let's go to 1 minute and see what's going on 1 minute. Yeah, see, it made higher low there. That was a good sign there, right? LPS. I should like, keep monitoring this uh, here. It's going to this level here. Might find resistance there. So we'll see. And how much difference is it? $7 difference. It's already finding resistance around here. So yeah, let's see. Coming down here. There is a divergence forming here, right? Yeah, 1 minute divergence. Like if this was a spring, this was the structure of it. So one, two, three, four, fifth wave here. This was your fifth wave basically. Um, no, it was like this actually. So this whole thing was your first wave, second, third, fourth, fifth. Divergence formed there, right? And what we see here is structure within waves within waves. So this was your one, two, three, four, five, another divergence there. So that's the end of the trend wave. Boom, up. I think there was another divergence there. Yeah, right. Boom, boom. So a lot of divergence on 1 minute. So 5 minutes. See, it pulled back there. So I think, yeah, that was our opportunity. And let's wait for the candle close, where it's gonna get closed. See, it's actually closing below. So that's the like short sign there. Okay. I can add on to my position, but like I'm not gonna do it. Once it confirms, I'm gonna move my stop to here, you know. But like, let's see what happens. So it's going back to the structure there. 1 minute. All right. Boom. Came down. Range shifted from here. It's still bearish. Yeah. All right. 5 minutes. All right, cool. It closed below, so that's your sign of weakness. I mean, like, yeah, it's coming down. It's finding resistance on this one. Boom. Hit to the point there and then came back from there. Right. So yeah, let's see. If it breaks out, then I'm gonna take trade of this LPS like backing up action. If it happens, like let's see. This could be sign of strength there, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna come down. What we see on 5 minutes is, yeah, this one. This is LPS Y. So last point of supply, right? And our target is down there. So let's see. So all right, guys, I'm gonna let it run, and we'll see what happens, and we're gonna take trade accordingly later on. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.